when I have the PDF file open, I go to the front and I see the door measurements, and it tells me that the door is 6.5 inches by 30.5 inches. But it also shows that there is a section A-A. So let's go ahead and look for that, and lo and behold, there it is. As I look at this, I do notice that it has a lip on the left and the right side and a hinge. But it also has a scale here. If you also notice, they've sectioned this to make it smaller, so it's been shortened. Now, the easiest way to do this is to actually bring this into AutoCAD. And before I do that, let's go and take a look at the door, and it says it's 3.5 inches thick by 6.5 by 30.5, so that compares. So what I will do now is simply drag the file, PDF file, into AutoCAD. In order to do that, I'm going to go to the front view and then go to 2D wireframe. Zoom out a little bit, and then I'll simply drag the object into AutoCAD. Doesn't really matter where I put it. Page number, it's page 2 that has the detail. An insertion point, we'll just put it right there. And for now, I'll just use the factor of 1 and the rotation of 0. So I can zoom in, and there it is. Now I see here that there is a scale, and that shows that's 3 inches. So let's go ahead and select the line tool, and I'll move it over, and I'll type in 3 for 3 inches. So obviously this picture is going to have to be scaled, and I've done this for us. So type in scale. We're going to select the PDF file, press enter, base point, and then I'm going to type in 2.95. And just to make sure, I'll move the scale and I'll put it right on top, and it does fit. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is create this door. Now it's told me that the door is 6.5 inches by 3/4 of an inch. So let's take a rectangle, and I'll type in 0, 0, enter, and then I'll type in 6.5, comma, and 3/4 0.75, and press enter. And then I'll just go ahead and move that object. So I'll type in M, select the object I just made, and let's go ahead and move this right on top of the right side. And it's going to encompass the whole object here. And I'm going to now type in explode, E-X-P-L-O-D-E, and press enter. And I'll select the rectangle that I made, and I'll press enter. And what that's done is it's released the 4 pieces, the one piece, into 4 separate pieces. Now let's go ahead and move this over. And I'm just going to construct using the PDF file as my template. Now it's very important that everything attaches over one another. Hit the escape key, and then I'll go to the circle, to the arc, and I can zoom in as I go here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but let's do our best to put it on. And then now I want to move it over, so type in M for move, and I'll select this object that I made, press enter, and move it over so it's sitting on the top of the detail. And again, I've already exploded this, so let's just move the points to the position. And I don't need this one. Let's delete it, and then I'll again reconstruct this. And I'm just going around the outline, and then I'll go to the arc tool again, 3-point, and put it on. All right. Now, if you notice, there is a little gap here. I'm going to go ahead and build a rectangle, and I'll just eyeball this. I'm going to use this as a guide. All right, so let's go ahead now and region this, R-E-G-I-O-N. Select the object, press enter. Make sure that I have at least one region, 2 regions. And now let's go ahead and extrude the objects. So we'll select the larger object here, press enter. Now it's told me that it's 30.5 inches in height, so I'll just type in 30.5. Press enter, and then I'm going to extrude again, and I'm going to select the smaller object, press enter. Now the door is half an inch larger, so I'll just make this 1/4 of an inch. So extrude at 0.25, and there we go.